Hi, this is Jasmine. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Inspirational Journey with Jasmine. Before I get started with my video, I would like you to like, comment, and subscribe. So, the topic for my video is on confidence. I feel that confidence is very important. It is a very important topic to touch on because a lot of us have confidence issues. Some people may naturally just be confident in who they are and what they look like, but there's some of us that don't feel that way, and it may be hard to be positive about yourself because everyone comes from different walks of life. uh, a lot of people probably have been bullied, talked about, ridiculed. The list goes on, and I wanted to at least list um, seven strategies on how to be confident, especially in today's world and the times that we're living in, to just be confident in who you are, what you look like, how you talk, how you walk, just everything that makes up who you are, the essence of who you were made to be by God. So I'm going to get started with seven strategies on how to be confident. So number one would be to be kind to yourself. Being kind to yourself, it's easier said than done to be kind to yourself. A lot of times, if you're not confident, you're going to feel you're not going to be as kind to yourself. You're more so going to be mean to yourself. You're not going to say positive things, and you notice when you say negative things to yourself, you end up feeling bad on the inside because your our words are powerful. It even states that in the Bible, about how the tongue is powerful and how it can direct the course of one's life as compared to a rudder on a ship. It can control where the ship is going on water. So, being kind to yourself would be just showing compassion to yourself, uh, just being easy on yourself because in everyday life, the people that we come across, everybody isn't going to be nice to you. Everybody isn't going to give you a hug or tell you, hey, it's going to be okay. You have to know how to do that for yourself if you don't have anyone else in your life to do that. So I would just say, as far as being kind to yourself, from my notes, that you have to also, you know, accept who you are. When you look in the mirror every morning, you have to, you're looking at a reflection of yourself. You're looking at who God made you to be. Um, you have to accept what you see. You can't go anywhere around that. You just have to. You have to accept your flaws. You have to accept everything about yourself. So that would be, being kind to yourself, as well as, doing self-improvement, which, self-improvement would just be, you know, improving anything that you think is a flaw. Either it could be in your personality, it can also be in your looks. If you think you don't like the way you wear your hair, or you don't like the type of clothes you're wearing, you can always improve on what you think you're lacking without being so critical on yourself. And to also just, again, being lighthearted towards yourself, and not giving yourself the harsh self-criticism, because it's only going to bring your energy down. It's not going to help you to feel good about yourself and who you are as your own individual that God made you to be. So that would be my first tip, is just being kind to yourself. Moving on to the second tip on how to be confident in this video is being able to get out of your comfort zone. A lot of us have gotten comfortable in our routines, our daily routines, as well as just feeling the comfort that you do every day, or what you say to yourself as well. I feel like when you're in your comfort zone, you're not going to grow, because you're so comfortable in doing XYZ every day, every week. Then it starts turning into months, and then eventually into years. And that's a lot of time going by that something else could have taken place in your life, because you're branching out into different horizons. I would say for me, getting out of my comfort zone would be especially with starting my YouTube channel. I would just get comfortable on a regular basis getting on YouTube and looking at my favorite YouTubers doing their thing, being successful in their channels. I'm sitting up here looking at them, getting advice from them, but then I'm not taking any chance on myself, because I'm scared of what people are going to think. I'm scared of, what if I don't have a lot of subscribers? What if no one watches my videos? What if, how I look? I wouldn't be growing if I was to just continue to sit there and let more time pass by and I don't do nothing to get myself out there. I just feel like, a lot of people just kind of sleep on themselves because they're scared of what society is going to think. You have to get out of that. As scary as it is, you have to get out of that, because you're never going to let other people see your light, because you're scared of what you're gonna get from the masses that could see you. So I feel like just getting out of your comfort zone, just take time to think about, what have you been doing lately that has led you to be comfortable. It could be a job. You could be comfortable in going to a job every day because of the benefits. It's a full-time job. And you see the stability in that job. You come to that job every day. You're doing what your job role is, and you're being on time. You're doing everything. You're exceeding. You're just doing your job the right way. And at the end of the day, when you get off that job, you're very much tired. You're depleted of your energy because you done gave your energy to a job all day, like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. And you're thinking to yourself, like, I would like to become my own boss. I would like to have my own business, or I want to do something else with my time. But I'm scared because, hey, I gotta, pay the bills, which I totally understand. But, at some point in time, you have to come up with a strategy to get out of that comfort zone without worrying, am I going to literally fall and not know how to pick myself back up? So I would just say that would be the second strategy, which was getting out of your comfort zone. And going into number 3, it would be making a list of positive qualities of yourself as to how to be more confident. I would say making a list. It's easy for all of us to make a list when we go to the grocery store. We're quick to write down, hey, I need butter, I need milk, I need bread, and etc. Or when it comes to, from what we've all have heard at some point in time, when it comes to you want a soulmate, you're told to write down the list of qualities that you want this soulmate to have. But for some reason, a lot of us don't do that with ourselves. We don't tend to look within and see the positive traits within ourselves and make that known on a piece of paper. But we're quick to say out loud to ourselves what's wrong with us. Or it's easy for us to go to a therapist and for them to point out what's wrong with us, or for us to write down the traits that are not so good about ourselves. But, we just don't tend to look at ourselves in a positive light and say, say the good things that we possess within ourselves. You could write down a whole list of things that are positive. You just got to take the time, as you would do any other list, to write down that I'm nice, that I'm considerate, that I listen to others. It's a whole list. There's a whole lot of qualities, good qualities in each and every one of us. But we just have to take out the time to list those qualities down. And look at those qualities every single day. Because at the end of the day, we have ourselves. We have to be there for ourselves. We can't wait for someone else to give us the green light. We have to, say, hey, I have these good qualities. And when you're having a bad day, or someone hurts your feelings, or if you're trying to go to sleep at night and you're having a hard time trying to sleep, you may be tossing and turning, you may be going through insomnia, you can easily, of course, pick up. I encourage you to get up and read some of the Bible if you're a Christian, and to, as well, if you would like to, pray. But as well, you can write down qualities about yourself that is good, to remind yourself it doesn't matter what this person out here said about me, or what these group of people have said about me, or my coworkers, whoever the case may be. Write down great qualities about yourself, and when you're feeling down in the dumps, you'll always have that list to look at, to brighten up your spirit, because you owe it to yourself to do that. You owe it to yourself to do it. And transitioning from this trait into the next strategy would be to realize that you are not alone. You are not alone in how you feel, and how to be confident. You're not alone in how you feel, because it's easy to feel as if you're the only one going through it, and we all have those days. You have your right to feel that way, but there are always other people that are going through the same feelings that you're going through. You never know what the next person could be dealing with. A lot of people are disconnected today because in 2023, it's all about social media. No one's hardly, getting out there in the real world, talking and getting to know other people. That it can easily go as to feel like, okay, I'm alone in how I feel. I feel like I need to get surgery in order to look good, or I need to look like this celebrity to look good. And you're thinking the next person is, they're walking in the room with a smile on their face and they got all eyes on them. But who knows if that person had a major meltdown before they came out in public and got all this celebrity like attention. You could easily, with being in person around people, you could say hi. A simple hello could always lead to a powerful conversation. You could easily say hello to this person, and they may say hi, and you could ask them how are they feeling, or just trying to make casual talk like you would do with any stranger you see. And they could easily open up. Some people are not afraid to be vulnerable. They can easily open up and just say, this is how I'm feeling, or anything they could open up and say. And then you could be the person to open up to them and say, hey, I was feeling like that, or I was feeling like that last month, but now I'm doing a lot better. I don't change my mindset. I prayed, or I sought out a counselor to talk about this too. And that could easily transform someone's life by just being, trying to be sociable, and not just look at someone and just assume that they're fine, that they're okay, just because they're getting all the people's attentions when they step foot in the room. So I would just say, you're not alone in how you feel. There's a lot of people that have a lot of things going on, and you could not know it, or they're good at hiding it. So the next trait after realizing that you're not alone, is setting goals for yourself and how to be confident. Setting goals is very important. Um, we're always told in life to set goals for our careers, set goals for our education, where we want to go in the future with going to school. Is if it's getting a doctorate degree, getting a master's degree, any type of degree out there, you're told to set goals. But on a personal note, are we really taught to set goals? Not that much of the time we are. I feel like in how to be confident, just like anything else or any other area of our lives, we need to know how to be confident and set goals as to how can we be more confident. Is it in our, is it in dressing a better way to make us feel better? Is it about getting more strict on our health? Are we working out enough? That can lead to us, if we were to work out more, that would lead to a lot of us feeling confident. How to think better, to think positive. There's so many things that we could set goals for ourselves personally in order that can lead to our confidence being boosted. I just feel like take the time again to list your goals for yourself, because all these other areas, yes, they do matter, but we also matter as our own individuals, because we have to live each day. No one else is going to live it for us. We have to take each breath. You have to get through it. So it's best to, just come up with ways, even if it's just, I'm going to try to hold my head up when I'm walking in public. I'm not going to walk with my head down anymore. I'm going to set the goal on how can I train my mind to think positive thoughts about myself. So when I get in public, I'm not showing like signs of depression or sadness. Just to be confident in who God made me to be. That's what I feel it is good to do with setting goals for yourself personally, for oneself, because it'll make a world of difference, and especially how you'll feel about yourself. I would say for the next strategy on how to be confident would be to take one day at a time. Taking one day at a time, yes, easier said than done. Most of us want to just go to easily get through time at a faster rate. We don't want to go through each day. We don't want to go through each minute, each hour, each second. We want things to, take place quicker. It's in our human nature. I feel like, it's it's going to take time, like any other thing in life. Patience is a virtue. You're going to have to try to get through each day on how to be more confident, because you can't switch your brain just like that. It's going to have to take some time to develop the skills to be confident. You're not going to just wake up in the morning and say, okay, I'm confident. I'm going to walk out here. I'm going to think that I'm the baddest chick out here, or I'm the flyest guy out here, and I look like this and that. Or it's going to take time. You have to be patient with yourself. Again, that's where self-compassion comes in. Because, you're just going to have to be passionate. You're going to have to just really, take each and every day to come up with the skills or the strategy to think, to change your mindset, to take time to, when you're out in public, to walk with self-assurance, to know that you are your own celebrity. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be on television. You don't have to be as in like an actress or an actor. You don't have to be a singer, the famous A-list singer in the world. You are your own celebrity, and your life is you're the celebrity in your life. You're the star in your movie, which is your life. Train yourself to believe that you do matter in this world. You don't have to be famous to matter. And to take one day at a time and knowing, okay, I am my own celebrity. God made me and who he wanted me to be. He saw that it was perfect in his eyes, and I'm my own person. There's no one else in this world like me. That's how you have to start living life. That's what you have to believe. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's definitely not going to happen next week. But as long as you get a routine going, you will soon be feeling like you're a celebrity, like you're your own celebrity. And just believe that and stand in that. Stand firm in that. And know that, okay, it took me a minute, but now I'm here. I know who I am. I know that I matter. Just like I said, you can build a routine for anything else. And you get into that habit as you keep doing this certain routine. So it's going to be the same way with that type of thinking. But it's not going to happen overnight or tomorrow or next week. So take each day at a time with building your confidence. And for the last strategy in how to be confident is to talk positively to yourself. Again, it kind of relates to the earlier strategy that I said, which is to write a list of positive traits about yourself. You have to also talk positive to yourself. Because again, when you say positive things to yourself, you feel good. Your spirit begins to lift. You tend to have a more higher vibration when you say positive things to yourself, versus you say something negative. You start to feel bad. You start to feel your inner self just being broken down, because you're tearing yourself down. You're tearing your spirit down with your words, because words have power, as the Bible says. And I feel that, it is hard. I understand it's hard to say positive things, because especially when you're used to saying negative things to yourself, because I still go through it, where I kind of say negative things to myself, or I may not feel pretty, or it's a host of a lot of things that I feel just as much as you all feel, or everyone else feels. But you have to try your best to flip the script in your mind and say, no, I'm not going to keep putting myself down, because where is it leading me to? It's just going to make you feel worse. It's going to make you feel unmotivated. It's not going to brighten up, or more so get your spirits up. It's just going to keep you in a low vibration. You got to try your best to just say positive things. Say positive things to yourself, about yourself, because, we focus too much on the bad things about ourselves. And you have to be your own cheerleader, because if you're waiting on people outside of you all the time to uplift you, to tell you that you're beautiful, or you're handsome, or you're the most coolest person out here, or you're waiting for coworkers at your job to think you're cool to hang out with them or hang out in their clique, you're gonna be sad. You're gonna be miserable. You got to, even if you have to fly solo at work or at school or at your church, it doesn't matter. You have to stand firm in who you are and tell yourself positive things to keep yourself uplifted, because that is the key to keeping your confidence and to know who you are. It may take some time, like I just previously said in the last strategy, but you know who you are, and who God made you to be, especially if you're a Christian, and you won't be fazed by what's out here. Yeah, it's gonna be lonely, but at the end of the day, when you look at yourself in the mirror, or at the beginning of your day, you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am somebody. I matter. I am beautiful. Or if you're a guy, I am handsome. You just say whatever's gonna make you feel good and feel powerful, and even before you go to bed. It's not just to get through your day, but also to program your mind at night. Because when you do that, your brain, your mind is going to start to get programmed into better thoughts. Then it's like they say, thoughts become things. You start kind of acting out what you're thinking. Again, You learn about it from Law of Attraction, but as well from the Bible. And, you know, you just have to, again, just, it doesn't matter what it looks like out here on the outside. You got to try to get your inner self together, because you're just gonna you're just gonna feel all over the place if you don't get inside right and telling yourself a new story. As it says in the Bible, sing a new song to the Lord. You know, you can't keep saying the same thing or singing a negative song and then think you're going to get positive results. You got to start singing a new positive melody and watch how things will change, and especially within yourself. So that was the final strategy on how to be confident. I'm glad that I made this video, because I want everyone that comes across this video, or even my subscribers and subscribers to come, because I'm new to YouTube, that you all will see this, and you know, you all will definitely relate to what I'm saying. And just to know that you're not alone in how you feel. And even if, you know, you don't have anyone to talk to, you know, you can always look at this video to help you along your journey in life. And it's my job on here to, a part of my YouTube channel, to inspire, because life is a journey. And we're going to need inspiration along this journey called life, because there's going to be lots of valleys to go through. But when you have inspiration, you can easily, you know, that helps you to get through to the other side, instead of feeling like you're just stuck in the valley. So that was my video on how to be confident. There will be more videos to come. And again, I'm Jasmine, and you know, I would like for you all to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later, and enjoy the video.